you lost another one.
Yeah, fuck it. I popped up that thing. Dude, watching yourself climb. That was the first time I really watched myself do that before.
It's sick.
Dude, I'm like, that's like Spider-Man shit.
Because it's like watching yourself do an action activity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it also helped me in a way that I didn't think, where I was like, oh, I could improve here and here a little bit too. I could go a little faster.
Hey bro, can you feel my set, dude? I'm going up this wall, doc.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, what are we here to talk about?
Well, let's do a little intro. Ladies and gents, welcome back to Articulate with Steve McJones. And here we have today Jake Lipinsky. How you doing, Jake?
Great. I'm doing great. Happy to be here, dude. Happy to be here in this sweet new studio, dude.
Sweet new studio.
The last time we did a podcast, we were at my house with Alexa.
Yeah, true. I forgot it. But yeah, we haven't even done a solo cast yet.
We haven't. No, this is the first one.
Yeah.
We talk all the time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm pumped. But we're here today to talk about, dude, can you record my set, bro? Can you record my set, dude?
Oh, right. Yeah. No, the camera episode. That's what we're talking about?
The camera episode.
Yes.
Well, so Jake, you've done stand-up for a while. How long have you been doing stand-up for?
I'm I think a year and a half.
A year and a half?
I think I'm technically turning into my second year.
Yeah.
Where it's I guess I started I did a year, and now maybe a year and a half.
We started
almost
around the same time.
Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah,
it was that summer after COVID, basically.
Yeah.
The post-COVID homies.
Post-COVID homies. It was weird. We were definitely still in the COVID era at that time, but we were just well, we're gonna still do stand-up though.
It was after literally. I remember it was after 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
It was after 12 months.
Right.
So it ended started in March. I remember by that February.
Oh yeah.
I was crawling out of my skin, and I think maybe the first time I went up where I'm gonna go. I think I went maybe somewhere in April.
Yeah.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
It was after. You could, people could go back outside again or whatever. Also, no, I broke up with my COVID narc girlfriend,
and
she
was a narc?
I don't know if she was a narc. That's a little rough, but no, you know what I mean. She was, she was just
I remember
a real rule follower. But that's what I'm saying. As long as we were dating, in my head, it was we can't leave the house. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And as soon as we broke up, I'm I'm going out. No one's stopping me. I'm I actually really didn't realize I didn't care at all if I got sick or not,
Damn. Yeah, she was the churchgoer, if I recall.
No, she was just some rich whore.
God damn it.
But no, she's a nice girl.
She's a nice lady. But then you got her, you broke free, and you got out doing all the stand-up stuff.
It was a mutual thing. No, she broke up with me. Yeah, and then I quit my job to get a new job.
Yeah.
And it was at that new job where I started feeling better. And then I was I'm going to start doing stand-up again.
Yeah.
Because I was murdering at the vet's office, dude.
Really?
I was murdering at the vet's office. Yeah, I was killing a lot of animals.
True.
But no, they were animal people are humorless people, so.
Oh, that's sad.
That's
how I feel about
they're very easy to crack up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was damn, I gotta fucking do stand-up.
I gotta do stand-up.
Can't you talking to these ladies.
Dude, isn't that a huge difference? Killing, when you kill with your coworkers versus hanging out with actual comedians.
Yeah.
Oh, I am I'm not funny. I'm a piece of shit.
No, getting a laugh in the hang is almost better than a good
set.
Yes. No, I swear, dude. I remember killing at lunch or something at the zoo or some shit, and I would go home and tell Alexa about it. I was I said this thing about coffee, and then she cracked everybody up. And she's "Did you do anything else today?" I'm I don't know, man. I fucking killed at lunch, dude.
Yeah, that was the highlight of my day. I got one good laugh. That's all I needed for sure. But yeah. So, and then, did you record your sets when you first started, just on your phone, or?
I autistically record every single set I've ever done.
Did you start with your phone?
Yes, I always had a little. I would just every time they call my name, I press record on my phone.
Right.
And then I just have every single one.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've missed one. I think I've missed some, but I make a little note.
You have every set?
I think every single one.
Do you have your first one?
The first one kind of actually got cut off halfway through, but maybe a minute of audio somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I think I did a joke about Harry Potter. I think it was in my first set, something like that.
Yeah, really? That's a tame subject. I guess you didn't really know what you were going for yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I wrote a Harry Potter joke, dude. I like Harry Potter.
No, it's fine. Did you do any camera stuff before stand-up?
You know what's funny? No. Or actually, yes. The summer in middle school.
Yeah.
I got a camera.
Okay.
I got it was a tape camera, a video camera.
Yeah.
And I remember I would take pictures of a lot of I would take pictures. It was back in middle school where you'd kind of be stuck home all day.
Yeah.
Your parents are at work and you're home. and you haven't like fully learned about how much you could jerk off, all day long, But so you have some computer time, but you're mostly just like, it was like pre-YouTube shit. You're like watching TV and you're waiting to like.
Yeah.
For your parents to drive you somewhere later or some shit.
Yeah,
but
what
anyway,
are you supposed to do? Think? What am I going to think about?
Well, I would end up photographing birds in my backyard, and I had a big photography stuff. And also, this was like pre like listening to my own music. But I think I remember like vividly listening to Rob Zombie for the first time.
Okay.
And listening to Dragula like all day and photographing like blue jays in my backyard.
That sounds like a good time.
It was, and what's funny? And I was real into it. But I would never have said like, "Oh, I'm a photographer." Like it wasn't like it was just fun. And then I don't fucking know what happened. I just stopped doing it. Hey, look at this little fucking bitch ass kid. What up, dog? Yo, get this kid out of my podcast.
Yeah,
dude.
we're totally in the studio right now, Jacob. There's
a literal
kids.
a literal 4-year-old just came up to your fucking podcast studio and heckled the shit out of me. Man. I'm gonna go kill that kid.
I am bombing right now, dude. I am fucking doing terrible on this.
Steve, get your studio together, dude. Yeah. Gotta let me hit that kid, dude.
Yeah. Bring him on. Let's get him in. Yeah, he's probably got some content. No, but I feel that like 5th grade, I got like one of those little like phones that it was like, dude, the pause play thing in a record thing. Where you could like, I'm going to be in the scene and then I'm going to disappear if you like pause it, dude. Right. We made so many like little videos of us just fucking around back then, just like trying to get big on YouTube. Even then, dude, like even then I was trying to get big,
Yeah, I know. I remember like vaguely wanting to do YouTube in like maybe middle school with my best buddy.
Yeah.
And we never got the hang of it, and then B, so fucking glad we did not do that.
Yeah,
because we were trying to do like because we were doing emo. Actually, no, I'm gonna talk about this. So this is back when I was emo,
right?
Where I was scene. We weren't emo. Emo kids want to kill themselves because they're pussies.
Right.
Scene kids. We just like cool music and we like having colored hair and a vibe, dude. I just like skinny pants, and we're just having fun.
Yeah, dude, check it out.
We were very like straight edge.
On the last episode you were on, we talked all about your emo phase. Yeah, your seed phase.
What were we just talking about?
Like recording and like getting on YouTube.
Oh, right. So we were obsessed with these when we were 13 years old. We were obsessed with the YouTubers called Des and Nate. There was a guy named Destiny.
Yeah.
Or Destery.
Destry.
Or maybe Destiny or Des, but it was, and then Nate, and these were two like 18-year-old scene total fucking losers, dude. and they would do like very much so. They were very much of the LOL XD random era of comedy. They were doing that thing to a T, and I remember me and my friends watching it one day after school. It might have been like the hardest I fucking laughed ever. I remember laughing, like crying, laughing.
Like your face is red and you can't breathe.
Like, when your stomach hurts and you want to stop, but you can't.
Barely laughing.
Pure joy. Yeah. And dude, if you watch these videos today and they're still up, cringe out of your skin.
Yeah.
Cringe out of your skin. It makes me want to like, you ever like think about yourself when you're young and you want to fucking like, I'm going to fucking stick my head through that window. I'm going to fucking, I want to crush myself into a black hole,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was these fucking.
It could have got bad if you had a camera at that time.
Dude, and we like videos. Attempted it, and we just like maybe never. Well, because that was so these were like 18-year-old scene adults being like, I don't get why we're big. I hate jocks and fucking preps. And I'm just being me.
Yeah,
yeah. But these guys were almost grown ups.
Yeah.
We were like 13. But so all the girls we hung out with were like, I like Destry's hair. No, I like Nate's hair.
Oh,
so we would just we'd mimic them when we tried to do our hair.
Yeah,
we straightened our hair.
Yeah, they were your role models. That's cute.
They were like our.
Did it work?
For what? Getting pussy?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it was more just middle school crushes and stuff like that. It was pretty. Maybe some making out, but
but
honestly, actually, no. You know what's funny? Ironically, once I actually started to like have high school girlfriends or like be interested in dating girls, that's when all the emo stuff kind of went away.
It was the opposite reaction.
Maybe it was the millionth time I got called gay at school. Maybe it was the millionth time I got called gay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm emo, but it's gonna take.
You want to know? This actually might have been when my photography phase ended. Was when I started getting angsty because I remember I would use this camera. It was like bird picture, little gay emo selfies where I'd style my hair. And I remember doing one that I looked like so cute. I was like, I looked just like the guys. You know, I looked cute. I posted on Facebook, and the girls were blowing me up. And dude, my dad saw it, and he got fucking mad.
Really?
He was like, don't be posting shit like that on the internet. You fucking look way too cute. Like,
Damn, I thought you were getting called gay at school. I didn't know this about you.
no, I was. Well, then, so girls liked it, but then, like, the fucking, you know, other kids would call me gay. Like, but they would like. I remember.
Damn, you still have.
I remember this one kid.
Grudge.
I remember this. No, I don't have a grudge. I'm over.
A grudge against the preppy kids.
No, I don't. They weren't the preps. They were.
Right. No, you don't.
They were
grudge,
skater kids that didn't style their hair.
Okay.
They were kids that just had long hair that didn't style it.
Gotcha.
But I remember this one guy. He would make fun of me so much, and I remember. Because I was like also an anxious little psycho.
Yeah.
I remember reading a story about a gay kid in a school and like whatever.
Yeah.
Who like asked a kid out to a school dance.
Yeah.
And then the guy murdered him.
Jesus Christ.
Right. And then I thought like, this guy's gonna fucking kill me for being gay, and I'm not gay. And then the newspaper headline will be like, "Gay student killed for being himself." And I'm like, no, they're all gonna think I'm gay when I'm dead.
That was a real fear that you had back then.
Just for like a minute, and I have no problem with being gay after that Macklemore song came out. After that Macklemore song came out, I reevaluated my opinions on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's good to show growth. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's nice. Do you still have those pictures? Because I really want to see them.
Yeah, they're actually still on Facebook. I haven't taken them
Oh,
down.
hell yeah, dude.
No, the real good looking one.
Yeah.
I know. But
The
I
cute-
think
the
after
real
that,
cute
I
one.
think after that, I stopped taking pictures for a long time.
Good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's a transition period. I didn't want any pictures like probably from 8th grade to at least like
Well, that's
my
when,
senior year.
that's when the picture phone. I remember getting
True.
not just a phone, but I had a camera phone, a flip phone with a camera in it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
take pictures and send them to people.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, dude,
Well-
we would. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, so the YouTube thing for me back then was like the Tosh.0. It was like the Tosh.0 stuff. So like, remember that
Early
kid that tried to
YouTube.
stick a remote up his butt because he was so angry?
Yes, I loved that guy.
Yeah. So they're still up on YouTube under Striker45036. We made this series called Nate Gets Angry,
Oh yeah.
and it's just the exact same thing about me pissing off somebody and him just overreacting. It's so bad. We're like 5th graders, like doing terrible acting, getting super angry. In one of them, he tries to drown
That's
himself
adorable.
in a
5th
pool.
grade though.
Yeah, 5th grade.
That's adorable. No, and if it was like 13, it would start getting cringy. But if it's kid
Okay.
shit, it's funny. Or
Yeah,
cute
well,
or whatever.
5th grade is like 11, so you know it's not far
Pushing
off.
it.
Pushing it,
Pushing it, dude.
pushing it. Okay, so you have a little bit of background.
Wait, so actually, no, this is funny. Speaking of your YouTube, you shouted out your old YouTube channel. What,
Right.
what was it called?
Striker45036.
So I'm not gonna shout out my boy's spot, but that's surprisingly, remarkably similar to one of my best friends'
oh yeah,
tags.
what is it?
I'm not saying it. Right here. It has the word "strike" in it.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
say that was a really cool thing. You're 11. You're like,
Oh yeah,
you would put "strike" in your username. But
that's
so
my cat's name. So
you know, maybe middle school 13 was doing the camera like one summer, stopped doing it.
yeah,
And I stopped being so. Once coinciding with the emo thing, I also got into like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh playing
oh nice.
with my best buddies. Who
Yeah.
I just saw them. They came to visit me in Philly like a month ago, and then I did a show in Connecticut. They saw my show in Connecticut too. So these
Oh,
guys are
sick.
still great dudes.
Yeah.
But we had like a day off from school because some kid threatened to like blow up the school or shoot it up or whatever.
Classic.
So we got classics. So we got the day off or whatever,
Yeah.
and then we just went home and like I know it's like a little kid shit, but let's like whip out the old Yu-Gi-Oh cards today just for funsies.
Yeah.
And we did not stop
Yeah.
for a very long time, for like maybe a full year.
Really?
And we had, so long story short, not only did we play semi-competitively,
Mhm.
we were obviously bad, but
Really? I thought you'd be good after a year.
I mean, like, I know, I mean, I.
Dude, you about to boast? He's about to.
No.
You were killing it.
No, I'm gonna go like humble, I guess, which is like, you know, some people like, I'm just not cut out for Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. I never had the
Oh,
knack.
really?
My friends were better than me, dude.
Damn.
I get attached to my cards. You're supposed to trade your cards.
Yeah.
I love my cards,
Dude, they were
I have the heart of the cards.
Do you get like the 3D printed one or something, or like the legendary cards, and you're like, dude,
Oh,
I
all
wanna
the
trade
different.
those?
Yeah, it's gambling for
I don't wanna
kids. Yeah, it's
trade
like
those.
yeah, it's beautiful. But so I had a gang.
Mm.
I'm gonna call it a gang. Maybe like you would say like a squad, or maybe like, let's say the word gang.
Right.
And we'd play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like we were like it was like if it was our hobby was a sport, like we were serious about it. We would get to school.
Yeah.
We would get a few rounds in before classes start in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
We would go to lunch. We would maybe play during lunch. We'd maybe play during study hall, and then we would go home and we would chill at one of our houses. We would play for like hours, and then we would play on the weekends. And then at night after dinner, we would go on Skype and we would still play.
Yeah.
So our gang eventually, once you get really into it, you can get into Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube.
Oh shit.
So
There's a whole YouTube
and I'd say the
rabbit hole
standard
for
formula is
Yu-Gi-Oh.
like you have a team or a squad, and then the 4 of you sort of use this channel to meet other Yu-Gi-Oh people and trade cards via the internet.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah, you do a binder review. Look at all the cards I have, and some guy will be like, "I'll give you $45 for your Blue Eyes White."
That's what was it?
I forget that last.
Lizard or something?
Yeah, something like that. But
Damn, I thought you had it. You came in at the top so confidently. You're like Blue Eyes White. It just cut off.
I was gonna say something else, yeah. So we would do that, and that channel is still up, and I am not gonna tell you what it is.
Oh.
But maybe 14-year-old me, the 4 of us, we would film our duels, we'd film our trades, we'd film our binders.
See, I think that's more similar.
I remember
to
one
what
time
we
I
do.
think I did a vlog when they banned the card Goyo Guardian, which was a really cool card at the time. And every if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, they have seasons of it.
Yeah.
Or like every year they change the rules and they add new cards.
Okay.
So that the dynamic stays fresh.
Right.
Which really it's just so like even if you spent like $1,000, got all the cards.
Yeah.
In a year you got to buy the cards again.
Right.
To stay competitive.
Right, to stay competitive.
That's why we kind of tapped
and you
out
guys
after
did.
a year.
Oh, okay.
Because we
You had one
spent
year.
hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And they're like, well, we got to do this shit again. Like, and then all the cards we went and collected, they like banned them.
Yeah.
That was.
Why
Anyway,
did they ban
I remember.
them? Because they were too good or what?
Yeah, it would make the play field competitive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would they come up with that card in the first place then? That's so dumb.
It's all experimental technically till it hits the field. And it's also to create rarity
That's
out
true.
of nothing.
I never thought about like card games like that, but they don't know how it's actually gonna. I mean, you'd think they would test it though. They're not playing these cards beforehand.
Like, well, if a rare, they know what, but it's to create desire for packs. Like,
Okay.
if every deck, if you want to stay competitive, you need 3 of this new card, and it's very rare. Then people would. I remember my buddy would charge. I think he paid like $300 for one.
Oh shit.
Because you needed it at the time. If you didn't have 3, you couldn't compete.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, I'm out, dorks. I'm done, dude. I'm retiring, dude. I'm retiring to get pussy. Actually, unironically, we all stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty much all my friends, we kind of lost our virginity within the same like month or so.
Yeah.
And we all stopped playing.
Yeah, they do.
It was fucking sick.
Dude, don't let a bitch get between you and Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Dude, remember the main character of Yu-Gi-Oh? That guy definitely got.
They were like
his hair.
What about
the main character?
He was very seen.
Yeah, he was very seen. Yeah, I forget his name, but he had like the necklace.
Yugi.
Too.
His name was Yugi.
Was it Yugi?
His name was Yugi, and when he became an adult, he was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yugi was his child version,
Yeah.
and Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're telling me that guy is not crushing out here? You know what I mean? He's definitely crushing.
Oh yeah, short king.
Yeah. Short. Oh, he was short.
He was short, but then when he said Yu-Gi-Oh, he would get tall and high.
Yeah, that's what he says when he comes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. But anyways, I think that sounds more similar to like recording those things. Sounds more similar than like recording birds or whatever.
So I'm a little more happy that I did YouTube vlogs about Goyo Guardian, which I
Right.
by the way traded for weed. Right. so when weed and pussy came into my life was when I stopped getting Yu-Gi-Oh. But
Yeah,
but
said
like
pussy money,
but I
weed.
did do like a vlog where I'm like, hey guys, I'm here to review the new band list and RIP Goyo Guardian. My mom was like, knocked the door. She's like, Jake, I have a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm like, can you put it down, please? I'm doing a thing. And I like didn't know how to edit, so that shit's just like on there
Is this
somewhere.
on there still? Dude, I need the
My
name.
mom
of it.
interrupted with a sandwich. I was such a fucking dork.
Yeah, definitely.
I love my mom.
Well, I'm glad you.
She's a good woman.
You know, and that's still within you too. You have to associate with the inner dork with you, so you don't like separate yourself from your childhood, Jake.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If you want to get real deep with it,
Yeah. I
um,
think I'm in touch with my inner child.
yeah. You like touching your inner child all the time. Yeah, but I was gonna say, so that like filming that is more of like kind of filming a hobby or a skill that you're technically learning, kind of like stand up. You know?
Yeah.
And how often do you watch? So when you started stand up and you started filming it, did you watch them like regularly, all those films, or did you just put them in an archive and just kind of like forget about it?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like filming your stand up sets, because you've been
filming
doing
my
it since
stand-up
you
set.
started. Yeah.
Oh, I remember I'm supposed to listen to every single one. I don't really do that. If I'm trying to sit down and like flush some shit out, I'll be like, I spend like a few hours and I'll like go back and listen to like the past like 2 weeks or if there's like I'm trying to figure out how I said something over the course of like a 2-week period or something. I'll like go listen to them and try to write out the correct version.
Yeah, well,
it.
I'm trying to see how did this like spiral into your new
Actually, you know what's
found
funny? This is gonna sound really dorky, but like the first few times I tried stand up, I was so like unbelievably impressed with myself for just even doing it. And that's what I'm saying. Like after maybe the first time, you're like, I did that. I just did stand up one time, and I would listen to it and I would listen to it at work, like to remind myself that I did it.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is me doing stand up.
Yeah. At work, dude. Damn.
Well, yeah, I was at that job where I would just have my headphones in all day. I would just like
Right.
listen to podcasts and shit.
And you're on stand up set.
Yeah,
like, damn, I'm hilarious.
Just like I actually have a hard time listening to my shit, I guess. So maybe less now, but like
before.
But even still, like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so again, it's like, how did that like kind of spiral into? Because I know before you started, I know you're like kind of in a phase where you're like really into the recordings of other people's stuff right now. But before that, you even started like doing filming just around Philadelphia, just for like funsies, you know?
Oh yeah, I did this video project over the summer.
Yeah.
It came to me in a dream.
Did it actually?
Kinda.
Yeah, because you didn't do like video stuff before that. Even your podcast didn't really have videos. So I was just
that's what I'm saying. Like it was like an eventual idea. I mean, I could tell the full story, but like over the summer, I kind of just sometimes I walk around Philly and I'm like stoned as hell, and I feel like I'm in like a music video or some shit.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes you realize you're surrounded by like beautiful scenery and bizarre looking people.
Yeah.
And like nice fucking art everywhere.
Right.
And I love Philly's awesome, especially in the summer. And I was like, yo, my life is like a movie, dude. I'm gonna. So I was like, how about like throughout the summer, I'm gonna take out my phone and just like film interesting shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and I was listening to music at the time, and it was just imagined it like the song. I'm like, I'm gonna make. And this song has always been in my head where it just makes my life feel like a music video. Do you ever have songs like that make you feel like you're in a? So it's this song by fucking Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And it just,
what song is it?
It's called "Hand It Down." It's like the first track on his like third album.
Okay. I don't know it, but I'm sure it's very cinematic.
It's sick.
Yeah.
But it's like, and it's not even a Jay-Z song. It's like Memphis Bleak on just introing Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So I like filmed it. I filmed a bunch of shit, and at the end of the summer, I was like, I think I have enough, and I made this video compilation of just me fucking having a blast in Philly.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Well, I thought that was a cool like idea for like a podcast background. If you wanted to put it on YouTube, it was just like a video of you driving around Philadelphia.
A lot of it would be me in the car and like, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. You just
like one time, one of the best. I would get these shots where I'm like, oh, that's a shot. Like I remember one time because I was fucking out. I partied like crazy this summer.
Right,
one time
same.
I was dropping people off around Punchline like early in the morning when the sun was out.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing St. Lazarus Bar during the day.
Yeah.
With daylight on it, and like at 6 a.m., a beam of light kind of peeks over the Fishtown buildings and illuminates the St. Lazarus Bar. And I was like, nobody's ever supposed to see this bar during the day. This is disgusting. I only want to see this at fucking 2 a.m. I hate this shit. No one should see the Saint in the day.
So you decided to film it and show
everybody? It's beautiful. It was quite beautiful.
It was. Well, yeah, the way you described the beam of light,
it was very cinematic,
Yeah, there are a lot of like times like that in Philly, especially when the sun's going down and you see like the shadows of the buildings like against other buildings or like, the big paintings.
Also, my friends are such fucking complete retards, dude. They do the silliest shit, dude.
Yeah.
They do stupid shit.
Like that you have
requires to be filmed.
Yeah.
It requires filming. Actually,
Is the project out on YouTube? I don't know.
I put it on Instagram and YouTube, I think. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then I did that, and that was like the first time I edited a thing. And then this is the story of how I got the camera recently.
Okay.
Which is, so me and Sean were restarted Friendly, right? And we had plans to do a show,
Lounge?
Friendly Lounge, Friendly Mike, Friendly Comedy on Instagram, and we were like over the summer we like talked about it for a long time because we like knew we were gonna attempt to come back, and we wanted to do a show eventually, but I think it was like Sean's idea to get a camera to record the show and try to like make content and clips out of it. I think it was Sean's idea initially, and I was like totally for that idea. And then, but it felt like a idea like, okay, we'll like get to it eventually.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that I actually have written down is like how, like while you do stand up, you learn how important like good clips actually are. You know what I mean? Like good quality clips.
And dude, clips are like the best form of stand up, right? It's weird because like a beautiful hour special that is like addictive and you just watch start to finish is great. But like, I think Instagram and TikTok have clearly showed like a fucking like little perfect joke is almost like the perfect digestible
Right.
way. And if it's hilarious and it reminds you of your friends, you can send it to your friends.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit.
Well,
so and like a clip that like looks good is like really good.
Yeah, and I think they're accessible to like because not everybody watches stand up and is like in it for a even a 20-minute special. People. So you can reach those people with the clip, and then people that are actually into stand up, if they see the clip, they'll be like, "Oh, I want to check this out," or like, "Oh, is there more to find from here?"
Right.
So yeah, I definitely agree.
Or it's easy to be like a fan of somebody, and you're like, well, what do you like him from? It's like, oh, yeah, Instagram. Or like, dude, who's the king of clips right now? Like, I feel like Stavros.
Yeah.
Because he does like weird crowd work stuff. Rob Stan's like the Philly crowd work guy. His clips are amazing.
Yeah.
He put out one of a clip at Friendly that went like all of his shit goes viral, but it was cool to see our room with a bunch of fucking people looking at.
Yeah.
But like, so. Well, this was the purpose of it, which was we were going to film the shows. I think was in the initial idea, and then we were talking about it. And so I'll tell you the exact. I remember I was at South House. I think I just worked at Punchline a shift, and I was at South House with like Jay and the homies, and nothing weird, just drinking and smoking. I think I just smoked a little reefer.
Nice.
I think I maybe had 1, 2, 3 drinks. I think like a regular, just like I wasn't wasted or whatever.
Right.
But sometimes like you'll be doing like hard drugs, you'll get crackhead ideas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you get banged up.
So I'm like sitting there.
Banged up.
I'm like sitting there at South House, and I was like thinking about the camera, and then I just had like literally like a crackhead epiphany.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was just sitting there, like it might have been the comedy might have even been over.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, we should get the camera and we should film the show. And I was like, and we should film the mic, because sometimes like, and I was like, and we should film everything. And I was like, we should not stop. We should film everything we do at Friendly, and like no matter what. And then I was just like, I texted Sean right away. I was like, oh, Sean, get this camera. We're getting this camera right now. We ordered it. He's like, we split it. We bought it like the next day. It was there the next day.
Yeah.
And then the first weekend I had it was the tomato shit.
Oh, the tomato. Yeah, and you did like a whole compilation.
That was
right?
another one where like basically that day I the music came to my. I had the idea to like, oh, let me like. Also, I didn't know if it was gonna be like rude to do, but like what I've learned generally is around comedians, like they like having their shit filmed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, which is I was like, oh, you guys don't mind? Like I was like, you don't mind if I film this? They're like, please do.
Yeah.
And it looked fucking amazing because I got this like idiot-proof camera that makes you look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Sean, we like picked it out and we like got.
How'd you pick out the camera?
Oh, I asked a guy who had cameras for advice. Like it was a good beginner camera, but like a real decent one.
Yeah. No, that's sick. And like running the show, you definitely need to like, you realize that to get people to come out, you got to be like, well, if you come out, I don't know if you're paying them or even if it's just a little bit, like another part of that is getting a clip too.
It's so well, and then also
or
like
getting their set.
People really don't want tapes from mics, but I do like that I've just injected a bunch of Philly footage of people doing stuff. True. That's what I'm saying. Some of it's good, some of it's not good, but like
it comes from the same place where you're like, my life is like a movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just need to film all of this because it's so cool. Well, the Friendly Lounge is a cool like aesthetic.
It's very
too.
weird in there, and I think that we're even doing it there is pretty weird.
Yeah.
And then the timing of everything, and I was like, let's just film it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even want to make anything out of it, but I bet in 10 years, like, I'll just be happy.
Yeah.
Recorded everything. So much of it is because I'll just like put the camera on when we're setting up and shit.
Yeah.
And so much of it is just me and Sean talking shit about everybody. Just every single person.
Damn, you got blackmail, dude. If somebody gets a hold of those
on
tapes,
myself.
Yeah, and Sean. Yeah. If somebody gets a hold of those tapes,
that shit will never reach the light of day.
Well, that's good. Edit all that out.
No,
cut that.
Don't. If that footage ever got out, I will kill myself in like Japanese honor. I will slice my own stomach open. But you know what? You just that's what I'm saying. We do forget it's there, and we just talk mad shit in front of it.
Yeah,
that's why all the footage looks good.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what? That's my next question. Is like, how do you? How hard filming has to be in a stand-up situation, dude? With like people walking by all the time. Like even the Helium like film that they sent us is like the audio was all fucked up. If you remember, like from the funniest.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, totally. I'm doing it right now in a different context, but me and Sean, that's like kind of been the fun of it. Is over the past. That's like we were also filming the month. The like mic is just practice for the show, but like every week we've sort of spent so much money, but we've also tweaked it and add stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, the room audio is like almost more important than the fucking footage itself. Like you need the tape, but you also need the room audio. It's really important.
Yeah, so I mean, did you hook up different mics or something, or like how do you like help the audio on that?
You could get attachments to it. It's like dude, you know how this is a thing. I feel like dudes love customizable shit.
Yeah,
like Bionicles. Or like, dude, you know, like car guys like love this item and this item, or like engineering.
Yeah.
Or like, but then like even dudes, they get into vapes. All of a sudden, you're like, they're customizing their rig.
Yeah,
the
true.
Fucking dab losers who have the dab rigs and everything.
You get into a podcast, you get like a whiteboard. You just get like a curtain up, dude.
But like we're like, but building a camera is like very much the same way, where it's like, well, the camera is a thing, and then the lens, and then you can get a microphone attachment, and then you can get a bigger lens, and then you can get, you know, all types of shit. I guess I don't know.
Make it better, yeah.
But like we keep building. We're sort of building up our system or our setup. But like, yeah, we started with one camera, then we got the microphone, and the next thing I want is like better stage light and a Zoom recorder, because light on stage is important.
Yeah.
But like, what were we just talking about? Sorry.
It was just like how hard it must be to film in like a stand-up setting and like working on all the little details to like really make it something that people can use. You know what I mean? And like film that you actually want.
It's also pretty straightforward, because like you just need to set the camera up. Yeah. You got to make sure the setup is perfect, but capturing the audio is pretty important.
Yeah. Is editing a big thing for you too?
Well, right, and then I've been into like stand-up clips, which is like,
yeah,
I look at all of our friends who make like fantastic clips, and I
so good.
Try to teach myself. I'm still like learning how to do it basically, but I do. Yeah, I like making them. It's fun.
Yeah,
and they're. I feel like I've only made ones that I'm proud of so far. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah.
But it's doing it more so that you get it like consistently make good ones that you're proud of and will put out.
Yeah, I just think the skill is so valuable, like doing it for people. Right. But like sometimes filming stand up is hard. Like I was gonna film. A comic asked me to film their set.
Yeah.
At Fergie's, and then I like did it, and they paid me.
Right.
And I did like a bad job. Where
really?
Like. It was nobody's fault, but I kind of had the camera a little too low because the room was like really packed. You know what I mean? So and then like
was
people.
Was that night that I was there?
Yeah, you were sitting right next to me. You fucking idiot. yes, that like it was hard, and then I gave them their money back because I was like, I can't. This is garbage. I have a reputation to uphold. I'm not gonna. And I'm like, I want to get the next. I'll get your tape for free. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So most of it, and that's what I'm saying. We were like. We were also gonna be very communist about the clips. We're like, everybody gets their set if you want it. If you don't want it, total confidentiality. It's deleted. It'll never see the light of day. Like, just delete it. I don't have space for tape that nobody wants. You know what I mean? Like, but. Wait, sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, you're all right. Well, that's interesting that you have to. You were just talking about you're good. You were just talking about like the filming the Fergies, how hard it was and everything. But like that was cool that you gave them their money back. But also like for the comic's sake, you were like, you can have this, or we will delete it and nobody will ever see it.
Well, yeah, I think just like general confidentiality. I'm never gonna put you can't put up people's shit without asking them or whatever. But like, yeah, sorry, I just got distracted again. Jesus Christ. What were we just talking about? The clip,
Yeah, we were just talking about like the importance of the clip, and I mean learning to edit it and like really getting into doing that, maybe for other people too.
This is what I was gonna say is like when we give out tapes at Friendlies, we do pay what you can, because I feel like stand-up shit is expensive.
Yeah,
and I like doing the pay what you can.
Yeah,
it's just like. Most people can throw you like $5-10.
Yeah.
And so you don't really make money from it, but I remember like the other week I was really, really, really broke. And I like asked a bunch of friends, I was like, hey, can I give you like some stand-up footage? And they all paid me $20 and I was able to eat dinner.
Yeah, I was able to actually.
He's like, I love this fucking camera. Most of my friends are fucking sick, dude. They all fucking me $20.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about was like if it's changed, like this whole new element has like really changed any of your stand-up experience, because I know with like podcast editing, like when I listen to people over and over again and like going through and like actually hearing the shit, it's like, okay, I need to get better at like holding the mic, or I need to get better at like saying or like going off on dumb tangents that I just edit out anyways or something like that, you know? Has it changed like your experience with stand-up at all?
A little bit. I think it's made it better. One of the things like I said, I learned like everybody wants their shit recorded. Right. So when I first started recording my sets, I would like turn my shit off because I'd be like, people don't want me to record them. Yeah. And it's actually the opposite. Everyone's like, did you not film my shit? And I'm like, oh no, I didn't. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And this is another thing, is also if you film somebody and they kill and they don't know you're filming, that's like money. They're like, or, like I've had that happen. Like, no, I've had that happen to people where I'm like, hey, you know who was filming that? They're, can I please get that? Like, you know, everyone wants a tape of them killing. You know what I mean? Like, so just a change stand. Like, I feel like I've gotten like pretty decent tapes of myself with it, so it's like paid itself back. But like, I'm never nervous to record myself, but I feel like it's like a hunt for the perfect tape. Yeah. Because like if you have like a 5 or 10 minute stand up set, like if you're gonna want submitted stuff, like I want it to be like perfect, and then you're like, fuck, that one joke. It's like a hunting for clips and footage. It's like a total rat race. So I feel like I never feel pressure from recording myself. Right. But my best sets are always when I'm not gonna turn it on, and then I just go fucking do great. I'm like, I should have. And then I like set it. Then I'll make a big effort to set it up. Yeah. And then
that does give
just
you
like
leverage.
They just like hate it or some bullshit like totally bomb your dick off. You're like, well, it's like off.
This is worth nothing. No, that's crazy. It does give you like leverage.
Also, like I have so many tapes of myself and other people too.
True. What are you gonna do with all of it, dude?
I just hoard it compulsively. I'm gonna keep it forever.
Really?
I mean, I'm sure there's clips inside of it. And it's worthwhile.
Well, it's like Sam Paget has that like just like constant video blog that she has of just like every dude. Have you seen that? She literally records like she'll fill up an entire camera with like a filming just like throughout like a week or something. Yeah. And then she'll just put it all in one video, like a 5-hour long video, and upload it to YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sam Paget does this?
Yeah.
Like Gucci's? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know Sam Paget was doing that. That's funny. That's neat.
Yeah. It's good
stuff. You know who Gucci's is?
No.
Gucci's is a famous streamer. Famous is like a strong word, but she's just like this woman who just streams herself all day. Gucci's, GOOCHEESE. Yeah. Gucci's.
Oh, that's good.
Gucci's.
Yeah.
And she's a drug addict, I think, too. And she's basically homeless, but she's part of a group of people who film content. Yeah. And they call it the content van. Okay. And they tour they're just homeless people. They're like drug addicts and shit. But they stream everything. Yeah. People just sort of pay for them to live by like donating $5 and
doesn't sound too far off from what you're doing.
Sometimes I hang out with my friends and I'm like, oh man, that got a little too Gucci's, dude. We're getting a little weird.
We're getting a little strange right now. Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, I'm glad that you're getting into that. I bet that will help, like you said. Like if you catch somebody killing, that's gonna like become like a thing more and more. Like the more you film and like the better the comedians that you film get.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just gonna be like, oh, I got like real good content.
I literally have to do, and it's overwhelming too because it's like a lot to do and it's worth doing, but like, I need like a better system. It's kind of what I'm gonna go do when I get home. That's why I'm skipping open mics tonight. Yeah. Because I literally need to go home and I got like a project to do for Punchline and doing stuff, and then also I filmed shit last night. I did a show, and then also the show was really sick, and everybody did good, and I recorded everybody's shit. Nice. So like my phone, 2 people are like asking me for tapes and shit. Yeah. So I gotta go home and cut them up. Yeah. It all takes time, and I also have ADD. I think or ADHD.
So that's not helping anything.
I'm quite poor.
At all. Yeah.
I'm quite poor, and it's going untreated. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna leave here, go get a fat Red Bull. Yeah. And then maybe it's because I'm smoking weed all the time. I'm like a little stoned. I'm gonna get to work.
That's probably it. But as long as it helps you be creative, and
being stoned while editing is the best. I do it a lot.
Yeah, that's sick. That sounds like a good time. But yeah, dude, I don't want to hold you up from doing all that.
No, I don't even know. I put my phone down like a good boy. I don't even know what time it is.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, dude, thanks. I think we covered everything that I wanted to cover. On filming it and whatnot. Sick. Make sure to go to the Friendly Show. Go to the Friendly Mic Thursdays at 6. Jake Lipinsky
on Instagram, and also at friendly_comedy on Instagram as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Any shows or anything else? Oh, the pod?
Oh, and my podcast is Hot Singles Near You.
It's a great pod.
And we're coming back soon. We're on a hiatus right now. But
you gotta take breaks.
Alexa's coming over tomorrow.
Nice.
We're getting back to it, yeah.
Cool.
She's got a new job. We're just trying to get readjusted.
Right, yeah.
We're super hot and we're both single as hell.
Super single. Yeah. Have you heard the way he's been speaking this entire time? Damn. All right, Jake. Well, I appreciate it. Let's wrap it up.
I want to cheers our mics or something.
Cheers.